Sanders residence. I'm gonna get as far as on this game as I can. Alright, so hello my Serbians, King Cerberus 22 here, and this is going to be the final stream for today, Call of Cthulhu. Now on the last stream, we got quite a bit of this game done. From what I read, I was doing some research, is that there's 14 chapters in this game, so we're almost halfway. But I'm going to try and defeat the Shambler today, if I can. I can't make any promises because the Shambler is supposed to be really difficult. But I'm sure as hell gonna try. So, we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to hear my voice, see if it works on the stream. I'm gonna try. So, we'll see what happens. I'm just trying. Alright, I just want to see. Alright, so I just wanted to see if it was working. It is, so that's good.
What the hell was that?
Any help that you guys can give will be very much appreciated. This Shambler is going to be getting on my nerves.
What the hell was that?
Hold on a second, guys. Okay. I think I know which one it is.
This dagger looks...
Can this guy just go away?
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
That would explain it.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a name named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit.
Where's the bookseller?
Nice library. It's a very nice library. Why is there a dissection book in there? I don't get it. There's another dissection book. I'm almost done with that.
What happened here?
The nameless
Let's start
bookstore.
over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Clumsy, huh? Okay.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. What killed all these animals?
So there's something I'm missing here.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? Arkham editions? Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions? Never heard. How many volumes are there in this collection? A kind of chalice. Things are not looking good.
I'd say.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them. Another volume by Arkham Editions. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
I'm gonna read all this. Drake's memoirs. A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of the capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if the celebrated author says, "Order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination." Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the I would ask that they deliver its content to the safekeeping of my friend and colleague Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from actions. Okay?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection. The Chalice of Knowledge.
Chapter 8, Riverside is in Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. That is sickening. Enter madness.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
What?
That doesn't explain his condition.
No.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean, himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin...
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to
Dr. Colden. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller...
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until...
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him? Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. I have little time for you, Doc. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No, but rest assured,
Also have to distract Donovan? Okay, let me think. How am I gonna do that?
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr.
Mrs.
No, but
that-
I...
What to do? What to do?
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Dr. Cole.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask...
Make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr.
All is well.
Thank God.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
Betty, huh?
Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Ew. That looks like slop.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
So now I gotta find Betty, I guess, is her name?
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes... The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
So there's Donovan there. But where's the boiler room
Everybody
key?
says it. She's a witch. An old... Everything all right, Doctor?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank God, no.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
Hay fever? What's he doing here? Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission? She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, Here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Doctor? Those...
I'll tend to it.
Do you want something?
Dr. Colden? Dr. Colden.
We're running out of this.
I know, Doc.
Once again.
Can't you do it?
Donovan.
Do. So that's what I need to go to.
Everybody says it. Everything all right, Dr.
All is well.
Thank God.
Courage.
Thank...
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
There's gotta be... No, that's not. That's the exit. I'm not looking for it. That. Seeing maybe there's like a storage room or something. Storage room. A monkey wrench.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
It's like I remember where the bathroom is. Here it is.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Get into Fuller's office. Okay.
But then, unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on this.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
If they are hidden in here, then where are they?
I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
I hate puzzles.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many I submitted Sarah Hawkins to.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will trust sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Why is Ethan on medication? Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
A partially burned shoe. It looks like it belonged to Sarah Hawkins.
I must go back to the basement. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Dr. Colden?
Have to go down the psychiatric wing. Okay.
We're running out of...
I know.
One.
Can't...
Donovan...
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
This story is getting intense. Chapter 9, Riverside Institute. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Okay. I'm gonna probably get to a good area to stop at, and then I'm gonna end the stream. I completed 3 chapters on this one, so I'm happy.
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive. An old diary. What the... Fuller, too. How old is Fuller, really? Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her. No! No! My God! What is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Nothing to see here. What's up? Guys, if you haven't already come subscribe to the channel, once you subscribe, I'll give you a shout out. I do that for everybody. If you haven't already. Yes, I'm having a decent day. Thank you for asking. I'm just kind of tired, to be honest. But I'll be good.
Awaken and free me.
Yeah. Oh great, my lantern's out. Honestly, I'm just trying to get to the road to 200 subscribers, honestly, too, you know? I'm on that road. Yeah. Amnesia, yep. I may not have played Amnesia, but I do know what Amnesia is. I can't get over there? You're serious? Okay. Let me change my lantern. I need to get over there. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. Night. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, come on.
Destiny. It has trapped you.
Not scary. If anything, that's gonna get old now. Very old. Okay, let's see. Keep that going. Can't get through Block B. Oh. Well, Houston, we got a problem. Actually, no, we don't. Okay. Oh, I get it. I think if I'm in the light, my lantern refuels itself. That's good. I like that a lot.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Is that right? Okay, so I can't go that way, so I have to go around. I gotta hurry up too, because if I don't make it in time, I'm gonna die. Oh, so it's behind that door. Okay. So I have to go ahead and follow that. But I know I have to go now. Okay. So I'm gonna get there as quickly as I can. That's right, I have to go back around. There's gotta be something here. So what exactly am I looking for? It's putting me here, but I don't know what I'm looking for. my god. I'm gonna continue with that in the next stream. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing there. So anyway, I'll figure it out on the next go around. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, come like, comment, subscribe on the channel. Once you subscribe, I'll give you a shout out. I do that for everybody. You can go check out my past stuff I've done on my channel. I have a lot of good stuff on there. And yeah, so I'm going to end it here for now. So we're on the road to 200 subscribers still. So the more people we can get to subscribe, the better. On the road to 200. So yeah, I'm enjoying this game so far. I just got to figure out where I have to go here. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some Saints Row God Out of Hell and another stream. See you guys.